The NCAA has canceled all winter and spring sports championships as a precaution against the coronavirus pandemic, meaning March Madness will not tip off next week, leaving student athletes all over the country heartbroken.
The same goes for the fans. A few local fans already had tickets to the big dance and spoke with reporter Mary Frances Hoots about missing this opportunity. Mary Frances.
Well, Cindy, I spoke with a family in Ringgold who had tickets to the Final Four and the national championship in Atlanta that they purchased back in the fall. And what makes it even harder for this family is they are huge Kentucky fans, so it's likely the Cats could have been playing in those games. Cameron Smith bleeds blue through and through. His grandfather entered the lottery to win March Madness tickets last year.
He's put in just about every single year, hoping that we would win the tickets or the availability to get them. And he got them this year.
Cats by 90 is what they were hoping to be screaming at the top of their lungs come April 4th.
It's one of those things where it's just a once-in-a-lifetime deal. You get to go to the Final Four, and we're hoping Kentucky would be in it.
That is no longer the case. Coronavirus concerns have canceled the tournament altogether.
We're always a good March team. Whether we do good in the early season or not, we're always, great in March. And just being a Kentucky fan is awesome. But man, this is a bummer.
They will get their $800 back, but won't be able to make the memories of a lifetime. Cameron's grandfather was going to take him to one game and his dad to the other. He and his father had never been before.
He's been waiting for this moment for a long time, and for it, to kind of end to the coronavirus is kind of unfortunate.
It's obviously not ideal, but the Smiths understand it's about everyone's safety.
If making sure that some of the players on Kentucky's team, that we all like watching, that perform for us every day, if it means that they don't get sick, I understand.
Again, all NCAA winter and spring sport championships are canceled, and Paul Shaheen will have more on the status of professional sports seasons coming up later in sports. For now in the studio, Mary Frances Hooch, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Mary Frances. With talk of coronavirus being virtually unavoidable, licensed professional counselor Kristen Smith says you should be talking to your children about it. Smith says they're likely overhearing parent conversations or hearing something from the kids in their classrooms. By having an open conversation based on age and maturity level, it may help and alleviate any fear or anxiety they have from misinformation.
But really just kind of say, hey, here's what we know. We're not all going to die. There are medical professionals on this, and we don't want to help spread misinformation, and we definitely don't want you or your friends to panic.
Smith said parents need to also be managing their anxieties related to the virus because children do pick up on that. Kids should be reassured it's going to be okay while giving them an age-appropriate amount of information. They'll need to take a dose of that, don't we? Let's turn back to Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris.
Well, the bus is waiting to roll up to the bus stop, Paul. What are we going to be looking at in the morning?
Maybe the last day for a while.
Yeah,
some of these
right.
schools, the way things are looking now. But at the bus stop, if you're going to school tomorrow, there could be some showers. Temperature should be about 61 or so, 64 at about 3 o'clock into the afternoon. And I think most of the rain will be over by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're looking at the radar right now. Got a cluster of showers and a few thunderstorms that are moving right into the Cagle Mountain area, maybe just north of Colmont, south of McMinnville, heading towards Bledsoe County too. A little bit of thunder and lightning. You could have some pea-sized hail and some gusts maybe up to 30 miles an hour with some of these storms, but they're not severe in nature. And there's a cluster of storms moving over Sand Mountain into Lookout Mountain in Alabama that's heading right towards southern Dade County, Walker County, Chattooga County also. So we're going to see some rain overnight, and Future Scan is showing that in the next hour this stuff will be moving right into Hamilton County. So don't be surprised if you hear a little bit of rumbling in just the next few hours or so. There's a lot more rain out there, but the severe weather's off to the north and well off to the west, and some of this is starting to weaken as it moves our way. But again, we could have some gusty winds with some of this, but we're not expecting severe weather as of right now. 69 currently in the city and 70 in Cleveland. That's really warm for this time of year. 66 Dalton, 63 in Murphy, and winds are out of the southeast at 9. Our high was 72, 58 the overnight low, just almost a tenth of an inch of rain at the airport. Not much rain south of the city. Only about a couple tenths in Dalton, 3 tenths in Chatsworth. Everywhere else south of the city, a tenth of an inch or less. Then we had about 4 tenths in Cleveland today, while Lakeside had about 2 tenths of an inch, and most places a tenth or less. And then Dayton about 3 tenths. Jasper had 4 tenths. out into the plateau and some of the Sequatchie Valley, a couple tenths, and into the Blue Ridge, a couple tenths of an inch of rain fell too. So around 4 o'clock in the morning, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms still throughout the overnight. By 7 o'clock, the showers should start to taper off in Hamilton and Bradley County, but south of the city, still some rain. And then by noon, it's pretty much over with, and maybe a sprinkle or two, lots of clouds. A wind shift to the north, and some cooler air tries to move in. Now, Saturday morning, another round of showers will move in. Then it breaks away for the afternoon. Could get some breaks in the cloud cover, and by Saturday night and right into Sunday morning, another round of showers will move in. So we're thinking most of this rain, the heaviest stuff, is probably going to be coming up into Friday and Saturday. We're thinking about 2/3 of an inch to maybe 3/4. But some places north of the city could see over an inch of rain over the next couple of days. So tonight, 60 with storms moving in, already moving in, and showers. So tomorrow, cloudy with some morning showers, then it should be ending with northerly winds, but still lots of clouds out there. Tomorrow night, cloudy and cooler with 47 and a northerly wind. And we're going to skip that, and we'll look at the 7-day forecast at 60 coming up on Saturday and Sunday, with a real good chance for some rain, but it's not going to be all day, just going to be showery at times. Timing is a little difficult on that. Monday looks dry. Yes, dry. Tuesday, wet. Wednesday, dry. And then Thursday, wet again. We're getting into a pattern.
Yeah, we see that.
On again, off again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay.
Ahead in sports, from high school to the pros, how everyone's reacting to the coronavirus.
Join us tomorrow morning on Eyewitness News Today. We'll get you caught up on the latest headline, weather, traffic, and also weekend events.
Yeah, of course, the St. Patrick's Day celebrations this weekend. They've canceled them across the country. We'll let you know how they plan on celebrating here in the Scenic City.
We'll see you starting at 4:30 tomorrow morning.